This uni was so creamy in my mouth.
The more orange it is, the better the flavor. It was so fresh.
They did an add-on of the Negitoro hand roll, which was super worth it for $10.
So fresh.
Alright, let's see if it's worth the wait. So I'm trying every omakase in Toronto, and to be honest, there was a restaurant or two that I was really hoping people would forget about. One of them was Atto, just because I've been there before and my experience wasn't great. So many of y'all asked for it, so here I am again. They didn't have the tuna cutting show or the uni menu today, so we just went with the regular. Started off with this crab appetizer, but it was like very salty. So bad my friend even texted me asking if it was just her. Next app was ankimo to the left and some duck to the right. Typically ankimo is more like rich, strong flavor, but this was quite the opposite. And with this duck, I really wasn't sure what they were trying to do. Duck itself had, alright texture, but it felt like it was just sitting in its own juices, kind of like, hot dog water vibe. After sitting through those first two apps, we got a sashimi platter. I think if they served this at like Gao Sushi, Mine Sushi, I'd be pretty happy, but at an omakase place, I don't know, I was a little bit disappointed. Salmon and this piece were alright, but I believe this was yellowtail and it felt like it was coming straight out of the freezer. And everyone loves to go crazy about like fatty tuna. This was fatty, melt in your mouth, but it has no flavor. I thought we hit rock bottom, things can only get better from here, but the nigiri was so bad. Just look at this first piece. The fish looked as fresh as like, takeout you forgot about in your fridge. The rice was dry and very like clumped up. And I think this trend sort of like continued for most of the pieces. Dry rice, fish that was like way too cold. The roe tasted artificial as hell. The scalp was all right though. You got a little bit of the sweetness, but texture was more like snappy versus smooth, but the nago was pretty good for what it was. Now I think one thing that's really popular here is their like seasonal uni course, and we got a piece of uni today. It was very fishy. For me personally, this is not an anomaly because the last time I came here, I got the like uni flight. Needless to say, it was pretty underwhelming as well. Not quite to the point where it's bad, but like not really worth the calories. Lastly, I added this like fatty tuna hand roll. Looking back at it, it was so stupid because I knew how bland their fatty tuna was, and I guess mincing it didn't do much for it either. Hands down one of the worst tuna hand rolls I've had in my life. Like I expected, this place was very disappointing once again. It wasn't Juraku bad, but not that far. So I'm gonna rate them a 5 out of 10.